Hello, it's Anatika here, and today I'm gonna be creating with the Flower Market collection. Now I plan on making a journal. It is kind of like a knitting journal, of me at least, but it can be of course journal for any kind. And I started by printing out just regular printer paper with a grid pattern on it. And this is on a 5 size, a European size, but that is approximately 5¼ by 8¼ inches. So I already cut out the pattern papers that I wanted for the cover and the back in the same exact size as the printer paper. And then I am inking all the edges with the lovely Lilac ink. I absolutely love this colour of ink. It's so happy and bright and just so pretty. And here I have it all put together. It comes together really easily. It's just about figuring out which paper you want. And then, because I wanted to keep the cover simple but colourful, I am trying just to figure out which of these journaling cards I want to use as an embellishment for my cover. And the hardest part is actually picking out one journaling card, because they all look so pretty. I mean, look at these beautiful colours and such beautiful quotes on that. I mean, it is really hard to choose. I had quite the trouble, but I managed to decide in the end on the card I wanted. And I used the back side of that journaling card, the one that looks like a postcard really, because the background is really busy, all those florals, so I thought maybe it would be better to have the large journaling card a bit calmer, so not to distract from all those beautiful florals and butterflies. I mean, they're so pretty. And then I just added 3D foam, or foam adhesive, sorry, to the back of it, because I wanted a bit of dimension, but not too much, because I want to be able to carry this around with me without having too much bulk on it. But of course, don't want to be totally flat either. So I'm just centering it-ish on the cover. I mean, just look at this. It's so pretty. Looks so good together. And then I'm just figuring out, I want to add more embellishments to the cover. So I decided to open the Ephemera pack. And this pack is filled with beautiful die cuts. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course I wanted to use all of them, but I'm trying to be sensible, because this is a book that I'll be carrying in my, wherever I go in my house. It might be put into my knit bag when I'm going somewhere and stuff, so it needs to be travelable, if that's a word. But just look at this, so many beautiful die cut flowers in this, absolutely gorgeous. But I decided I wanted some kind of a text on the front, so I chose this one, beautiful purple, and it says joyful. Quite fitting, because knitting brings me joy, so why not? And it's even more florals and butterflies, so perfect. And I'm also adding a bit of foam adhesive to the back of that as well. Like I say, a bit dimension, but not too much. Should all be manageable in my bag, easy to travel and stuff like that. Oh, and yes, and I inked all the edges of that one as well. And I'm putting that at the just above the floral, so they keep the main focus. I was thinking about adding more flowers, but then I decided, calm down, woman, you don't need more. But I could not skip on using my favourite embellishment, which are the matte pearls. And so I added silver because the wire that I'm using to bind my book together are silver, so I'm keeping this in that little theme. And I'm just adding here and there. And since this book will be traveling or moving around, I decided to add a bit of liquid adhesive on the pearls, even though they have sticky dots on the back. I decided, well, I might as well be sure that they won't fall off since I'll be moving this around quite a bit. So why not be extra careful, and hopefully it won't fall apart. And I'm just adding that for some kind of a bling effect, because I do love all things that sparkle or shine, really. So I couldn't just leave it out. And then there you see the dot pattern that I printed out. One was larger dots, and then a half section is smaller, more kind of greyish tone dots. And I decided to use one more journaling card and inking that as well. And I'll be placing that inside the book as a kind of a divider of sections of sort. And there I have my rings, and I used 15 loops for this book. And here I figured, now I am putting this book together and I have one pearl in my way, so I just released it from its place and then I added it back to its pretty spot. So easily fixable, but take note of that, so don't do as I do. Wait to add sparkly things until after you've created or binded the book all together. Just an FYI. And then I'm just punching the holes using my cinch. You can of course use any kind of method you have. I just prefer the ring binding because it is easier to carry or easier to, well, flip here and there, add stuff and whatnot. And here I'm just adding this because I want this to be like a little divider of sorts. And I'm just finishing things up. And now all I have to do is put the book together and figure out how I want it to look. And make sure I don't do something silly because, well, I have. So basically, don't forget the back cover. That would be bad. And then I'm just adding those printer papers. And all I have to do now is to squish the wire together. I just do that calmly and by not being too much force at the beginning, because I have sometimes ruined the wiring a bit. So I'm being careful. I learn from my mistakes. And then the book is ready. And when I finished the book, I decided to add a bit of ribbon to my divider. And I decided to use the purple ones to match the inking that I already done. And I took this beautiful wide one. Love these ribbons. And I'm just cutting these with a V shape at the end. And this way I'm able to see where the divider really is, even though it's not a bookmark, but a clear indication of where I have actually put that pretty divider. And I'm just sticking that ribbon with a stapler. I'm just making like an X mark to make sure that it won't go anywhere. And then I decided off camera to add a bookmark as well. And that is just one of the journaling cards with a ribbon that I can just put whenever I'm using to find where I'm scribbling some stuff down. And here are some photos. I hope you like this little quick tutorial. And if you like this video, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.